Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite hybrid jollof in the building, spicing up your life. So today I have a special guest here with me. Hi. She's an amazing lady. I am. Very smart.
Thank you.
Very funny.
Yeah. Hello everybody. My name is Dr. Ugochi Ikocha. I'll leave all my details below.
Okay, so today we're going to be talking about a very sensitive and very important topic. It's something that a lot of people go through. People don't really talk about it so much, and so we just felt like we would shed some light upon it, and hopefully you would be inspired or touched, or you would learn something from this video. So we're going to be talking about depression today. So what are your thoughts on depression? What do you think depression is?
Depression. Okay, depression is actually very different from feeling sad. Yes, and most of us tend to confuse these two things.
Yeah.
Depression is when you feel very down, when you lose interest in the activities that you're usually interested in, when you have suicidal thoughts, and either you sleep a lot or you don't sleep at all, and those feelings last for at least 2 weeks. Imagine feeling down for 2 weeks. That's really bad.
Yeah,
that's really bad. Like nothing interests you, nothing at all.
Like everybody, definitely there are times when we feel down and there are times when we feel low and stuff, but like usually those ones, like those feelings pass away with like quickly, like with time. Even like it doesn't take so much time for those feelings to pass, right? But with depression is like you're constantly feeling that feeling of lowness and sadness. Like it's there every single day, and like she said, like up to 2 weeks, right?
Sure. Or
even more than 2 weeks and stuff. So like what do you think some of the signs and symptoms of depression are?
We talked about it. First of all, there is lack of interest in anything and everything. Nothing excites you. Nothing excites. I've spoken with people that have been depressed. They're like, even if they want to, they are not in the mood. They cannot will themselves to go about the usual activities that used to bring joy to their lives. There's a lack of interest in those things. Then there is the feeling itself of feeling down. There's a feeling of guilt and worklessness. Then it's either you have insomnia or you sleep a lot. That's another thing. And also either you eat a lot or you lose appetite. These are the few signs and symptoms of depression. Do you have any? Do you think there's any personal one you felt?
Yeah. Okay. Personally, right, I was constantly sad. I felt empty. I used to feel heavy. I used to feel like there was something on me. I used to feel, like you said, hopeless. I didn't really feel like I was not motivated to do anything. Like there's already like a level of expectation, right? That's like, or there's some things that I expected of you. Now with that on you, you still have pressures, like as a normal person, like as a normal young person. You have pressures coming from your friends, your family. You have pressures from other responsibilities that you carry as well. Then that adds stress up to it. And for me personally, those were some of the factors that like kept adding up to me feeling the way I was feeling at that particular point in my life. And I used to have difficulty with concentrating on like school, so it affected my schoolwork and stuff. My grades used to go down, and I didn't have anybody to like, not that I didn't have anybody to talk to, I did not want to open up to talk to anybody. Because most of the time when people go through depression, like you don't necessarily have the words per se that you would have to explain to another person, because it's difficult for another person to understand what exactly you're going through if they have never been through it before.
There are lots of experiences I've had with depression. Coming from, because me, I'm a very secretive person, so imagine someone that is secretive suffering from depression. Not like I wouldn't have people that ask me, how are you, what's going on, but I wouldn't even talk to them, and that's a problem. That is a problem. First you have to notice because you have a problem. Secondly, you have to be able to talk to people. Yes, that's the thing. So for me, I wasn't talking, but I was able to find one person I could open up to, and that's good. If you just have that one person you can open up to, that person that can force the words out of your mouth, that would be very good.
And depression itself puts a strain on the kind of relationships you have with other people. Because personally, I used to push people away. People who were very close to me and very dear to me, I did not really care to speak to them about it. And obviously, when people can take it up to a certain level, and then they feel like, okay, this person does not need me, and then obviously people have emotions, so they would be offended and stuff like that. So I didn't really bother to explain to anybody. I did not want to explain to anybody, and I could not explain to anybody because I did not have words that I was going to put or articulate in a way that they would understand where I was coming from or how I was feeling. But if you're able to have one person, the person I didn't really even speak to this person so deeply about it. It was so funny because the person had been through it before. So this person was just talking to me and stuff, and then this whole topic of depression came up, and she was telling me about her experiences and stuff like that, and I felt like I could relate to it. And it's usually nice when you can talk to somebody who has also been through it and has been able to come out of it. That way you won't find yourself having to explain so much to the person, because the person already gets where you're coming from.
True.
Yeah.
And if you cannot find someone else, please seek professional help. Please, please, please. Especially we Africans. We don't talk. We would say, why would we go see a psychologist? Why would we go see a psych? Because we need to. We need to. It's not everything that is from the village. Okay. Because there are lots of triggers of depression. Lots of triggers. You have family, like she said, family pressure. You have to be the best. So that alone can trigger depression. Then you have your relationships with your friends, with your loved ones. That can cause a strain on you and lead to depression. So we have lots of finances.
It all starts with you as a person. You have to make that conscious, move to want to talk to somebody, and you have to be able to come to terms and accept the fact that you're depressed. Don't live in denial. If you are sad, don't say you're depressed, and if you're depressed, don't say you're sad. You should be able to come to terms with what exactly you're feeling. That's the first, like she said, acknowledge what you're going through, and then the next thing is you'll be able to seek help, or you'll be able to find the right kind of help. Another thing we have to understand is that depression is exhibited differently in different people. The general signs and everything, but people are good at hiding their emotions, and you can act like everything is fine and everything is perfect, but pretending does not really help. It does not. It's never the solution. So instead of covering it up, and as if you're a friend to somebody who is depressed, there are certain things you should and you should not do.
Don't judge the person. Do not judge the person. Always lend a listening ear. If someone should come to talk to you, just listen. You're not there to judge. You're just there to listen and then provide help if you can. If you cannot, let both of you take the person to a professional. Okay, as a friend, that's what you should do.
Provide support to the person and be a source of encouragement, but even in doing that, don't overdo it, because there's a limit. You should understand this person is in a very fragile position. Knowing fully well that this is what this person is going through, you should be able to be, supportive. You have to be patient, and you have to be very, very, very encouraging, because you have decided to be a rock for this particular person. And so you should not, be shaky, you should not waver and stuff like that. And if the person says anything about suicide, never ignore any thoughts or comments about suicide, because depression usually leads to suicide.
Don't just wave it, don't brush it off your shoulder oh, it's one of those things he or she says. Take note of it, and that requires immediate action. And once you have someone depressed around you, you have to mind the way you talk and the things you do, because the person is highly sensitive at that moment. Very, very sensitive. Even things like your dress is ugly can trigger something.
Instead of pointing out their flaws, you point out the things, their strengths, the things that make them an amazing and a unique person. Make them feel good. that's one step to, you know, helping them to come out of it. You can go out, you can take walks, you just do things just to take the person's mind off it.
And speaking of professional help, there are doctors everywhere. There are psychologists, psychiatrists, even elders you can go talk to about it. In Nigeria, I know lots of doctors that opened up a mentally awareness Nigeria initiative. Like, it's very, very good, and we're helping also to create awareness because depression is really, really serious and it's affecting Africa the most, but we don't want to acknowledge it. It's very serious. And also in medical school, you can imagine the stress.
It takes time to come out of it. It's not just going to come, you're not going to snap out of it just like that in 1 second. It takes time. You take each day at a time. It's important to, you know, take note of the good things that go on in your life instead of focusing on the bad things that go on in your life. If you feel like it's responsibilities that are adding stress to you or adding stress to how you're feeling and everything, you can break big tasks into small ones. You don't have to accomplish every big thing at once. Take your time
or take a break. Go on a vacation. It's really needed. You need to strengthen your body and also strengthen your mind,
because it got to a point where it was just too much and I just could not take it anymore. And we just thank God for where I am. Spend time with people who uplift you, people who make you happy, people who
encourage you. Who encourage you, who always put that smile on your face.
Say no to self-medication, alcohol, drugs.
Please
say no to it, because it would not help you at all. It's rather going to send you spiraling down and you're going to get addicted to it. And withdrawing from these things can be very, 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 very difficult. Okay guys, so thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any experiences you would like to share with us with regards to depression, do tell us in the comments section. And if you have any more ways to help, you know, come out of depression, you have any other links, other sites that you have that we can share to help people come out of depression, or to make depression more, like to make people more aware about depression, do share it with us in the comments section. And don't forget to like this video, share this video, and don't forget to subscribe on your way out. And I'm going to leave all of her information in the description bar so you can follow her everywhere. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye.